Evaluating online health information. Separating fact from fiction. Can you trust everything that you read online about your health? We'll uncover this truth together in this video. I'm Dr. Joshua Dirito, a family physician. I have interest in public health and cancer prevention and treatment. So, the internet is like a double-edged sword. It has access to a vast medical knowledge, but also misinformation spreads like wildfire. So how do you know what is real? So why does this matter? Getting facts from fiction. One, misinformation can lead you to a harmful self-diagnosis, especially when you want to know what is your condition. When you go to the internet, you'll get a whole lot of diagnoses, and I've seen quite a number of people coming to me to see me with very strange diagnoses that they have given themselves because they looked at something that they think they have, they compared with what they found on the internet, and then they concluded that I have this cancer, I have this disease, which is actually not the right thing. Then it also causes fear and anxiety, because you can imagine yourself giving yourself a diagnosis of cancer. This is life-threatening. Cancer is a diagnosis of life and death sometimes. Then it delays also proper medical care because you are treating yourself or you have gotten the wrong information, and this has made some people fear because they don't want to know what is the reality. So someone fears to go to a healthcare provider because he's fearing that I'll be told I have this, which he has already given himself as his own diagnosis. It also wastes time and wastes money. Sometimes you decide this is your diagnosis. Some channels you get some prescriptions, you go buy the drugs, and then you realize they are not helping. By the time you decide to go to the hospital, time has gone. And for some diagnosis like hypertension, time could be of essence. And even in diagnosis of cancer, it could be of essence. Remember that some cancers multiply double in a span of about 2 weeks. So what are some of the red flags that you'll be able to look for to know whether what you are dealing with is truth or is misinformation? One, too good to be true claims. When you see something claiming something that is very nice to hear, what you want to hear, something that it looks so nice and it promises everything on earth, then have question marks. Then no credible sources are cited. It is good that you look for what is the source of the information of what you are hearing, and are there any credentials for the person who is claiming the information that he's giving. Then clickbait headlines, those that are eye-catching, that you cannot miss out. Then personal testimonials over scientific evidence. Yeah, personal testimonials are important, but it's also good to correlate the information that you get also from scientific sites. And if you are not very sure, I would advise that every time that you have some information that you're not very sure, always seek a professional health provider whom you know, whom you can trust, whom you can be open to, and discuss the concerns that you have. Then those who use fear-based tactics so that you can take the actions that they want you to take. Beware of that. Before you take any action, look for an alternative, and or seek a second opinion. So how do you verify the health information that you get from the online platforms? One is check the source. Is it from a medical institution? Is it from a qualified medical professional? Does it have any peer review from people whom you know and who can help you justify that whatever the message is being given is authentic? cross-check with trusted sites. When you are not very sure and you get some information that you think it is misleading or which you really do not know whether to trust it, you can check like the Ministry of Health website. What does it say about the condition or the information? You can check sites like the Center for Disease Control. You can check like WHO website. You can check from uh, trusted health sites like Kemri in Kenya. You can also check clinics like the Mayo Clinic. We have been online for some time, and what do they say about the information that you are seeking? It's likely that they might be more reliable than some of the information that you get. Is it reviewed by medical professionals? So what do the medical professionals say about the information that you have gotten? And then beware of commercial motive. So when you see that some information is possibly supported by some health promotion agency, then you need to question, is it authentic? And you can counter check from another site. So social media and health myths. So social media is full of health myths, and this is a fact and a reality that there's a lot of information in the social media that can be a myth. So fact check before sharing. So before you share the information that you are sharing, it is always good to counter check. If, for example, you see now my information, I always give my number on my talks, or there's our website, the Wellness Health Service. You can always get in touch with us, and you can confirm, or you can even directly message me and ask what you want to confirm. Then follow experts, people who have authentic medical knowledge, and you can really tell who is a qualified health provider rather than from influencers. Then it's always good to report false information. When you think the information that you have gotten is not right, then it's always good to report it to people who can help. So some of the common online health myths include vaccine cause autism. It is true there has been side effects for a few individuals because of the vaccines, but it cannot be that everybody who gets vaccinated is likely to get autism, and the number is negligible considering the common good. Then detox teas cleanse your body. I always hear people taking some things that they call that they want to detoxify, they want to cleanse their body. The body is a very complicated nature, which was so well created that it has its own mechanism. You have the kidneys, you have the liver, you have the heart, which are always moving foods in the body and removing the toxins. So anything that is not the digestive system also, these systems know how to sustain themselves. So they will remove all the waste that will be in the body. And if you are drinking adequate water and taking healthy balanced diet, most of the time that is all that you need. These detoxification processes, they might not be really true. Then you can hear some information like garlic cures infection. Yes, it is true that garlic has some potential to improve your immunity, but you cannot take it when you have a serious bacterial infection to cure your illness. Cancer has a secret cure hidden by big pharma. This is not true. If anybody had a cure for cancer, and it is also it could be a commercial undertaking, so nobody would conceal this kind of information, because people also want to benefit, they want to make money. So it is not true that people are considering treatment for cancer. There is a lot of that is being done. We might not have everything that we need as a middle income country, but as time goes, there is a lot of advancement in cancer treatment. But it's not that the information is being concealed from us. So reliable sources of health information include WHO, the World Health Organization, Centers for Disease Control. You have the National Institute of Health. You have medical journals like the Lancet, the JAMA. You also have authentic medical professionals who have been licensed. We have the Ministry of Health website. and the other possibly hospitals that are licensed to practice in this country. So I know people who have delayed seeking care because they followed some more online diagnosis. I have seen people give themselves very serious diagnosis and take the wrong medication, and this can be fatal. So it is always good to trust evidence and not rumors. So how do you empower yourself and others? Be skeptical and ask questions. It's always good to have the curiosity of a child, always wanting to know more, always wanting to verify. Encourage critical thinking. Always double check what you have seen with another source. If you see 3-4 sources, see what each of them say. Then educate your friends and family. It is always important that when you see some important information, and also when you hear something that is misleading, it's always good to share, and it is always good to bank some of these myths. Then only share verified information, what you think and what you have verified from different sources, and you have found that this is true. Then you can share within your circles, because again, like the information that we spread from the wellness health services, it is meant to be for educative purposes, and it is meant to help people be able to take care of themselves. So remember, knowledge is power, but it's also good to have the right knowledge for you to get that. And again, knowledge is only knowledge when it changes behavior. When you have learned something that makes you change the way you do things, then you have learned and you have educated yourself. So some of the things that you need to know is that your health is your responsibility, and knowledge is power. Use it wisely. Verify before believing, and verify also before sharing. Help stop the spread of health misinformation. You can share some of the misinformation that you have come across, so that we also get to know some of the misinformation that is going aloud, and you can also share what you have been doing to be able to verify the information that you get, and also share what are some of the sources of authentic sources of information that you have consulted when you have issues about your health. Remember to subscribe and share to our overall health channel for more enlightening health information. Thank you for watching.